Hi guys, Chef Jessica here, and I wanted to take this opportunity to show you one of the meals I make that has really helped me maintain a 20-pound weight loss for over 5 years. Now, you don't get here overnight, obviously, but the deal is that a lot of times our cravings or our bad habits are coming from just not being nourished properly and not having the right options available to us. I'm a chef, and when I come home from work, the last thing I want to do is cook and clean. Same with my days off. I don't want to spend a lot of time cooking a large meal. So by making things like this, like once a week, I am able to eat it throughout the week, and I kind of build my puzzle with it. So if you're not familiar with my puzzle method, this is a method that I use that allows you to eat what you want and still lose weight. So this meal today I'm going to be making is an arugula lentil salad. And while it sounds complicated, there's only 5 ingredients and it hits all your macros. So I'm going to show you how to make this. If you want the recipe, it's in the description. But meals like this will allow you to get through your week without giving into the urge of DoorDash or grabbing from the candy dish or hitting the processed foods or whatever it is that you do to get through that moment of hunger or of irritability. By having stuff like this on hand, it really helps find a solution. If there's one thing I could say is that keep healthy foods on a rotation for you. You will get very used to having them and you will crave them instead of the bad stuff. So the arugula lentil salad today is super simple. We have some green lentils. I already rinsed them, some cherry tomatoes, and some mini cucumbers, some mint, and in the fridge I have some sheep's milk feta. And for the dressing, it's just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and red wine vinegar. So if this sounds good to you, let's get started. I'm going to show you how I make this. So I just put the lentils on. The nice thing about lentils is you don't really have to measure exactly. You can just drain the water when you're done. With rice, you can't do that, obviously. So putting them on, I'm not going to put any salt in the water. I think I will put a lid on just so they cook a little faster, but generally they cook pretty fast. So while the lentils are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and prep everything else, and then it's super fast after that. All right, so we're going to start prepping everything. I started chopping the mint. Everything's been washed, and I really like organic, especially when you're making a salad like this. I think it's really important. So first thing I did was chop the mint, and everything's just going to go right in the bowl. It's all going to get mixed in. Give that a rinse. The nice thing about vegetarian food is it's very easy to clean. So then I'm going to take the tomatoes and just slice them in half. Here, let's put them all on there. You can get any type of tomatoes you want. These are cherry tomatoes that are organic and locally grown. I'm very fortunate that I have access to delicious produce year-round. Oh my gosh, the mint smells so good already. The lentils are cooking. Now, the great thing about this is it has all of your macros in one meal. Now, if you want higher protein, you want to add some protein in, because lentils, they're probably only going to give you about 8 grams of protein per serving. However, it's still a really great source of protein and not super high in carbs and very, very filling. So just did the mint and the tomatoes, and now we're going to do the cucumbers. I like to do these like more fine, so like a smaller dice. It's really so easy. Like whenever I make this, I actually forget how easy it is. So, all right, cucumbers are done, tomatoes are done, and mint is done. Okay, that's pretty much all you have to chop. So we will get to the rest of the recipe now. Okay, so now we have the feta. You can see everything's just going right in here. This is really good quality organic sheep's milk feta. Feta is a really nice low-fat cheese. Very hard, so I like to wear gloves when I'm crumbling it, at least on one hand. You can see it's so beautiful and colorful, the salad, and so easy. I mean, it's not, I don't even think this video is going to be like 20 minutes long. So the great thing is if you have this salad, it is nutritionally just complete, and it allows you to really build different meals with it. So you can have like grilled shrimp, you can have steak, you can have it on your own. You know, just when you need a quick snack, have a couple different bites. And you can also customize it to your own desire. Okay, so we have this. It's ready. So we're just going to add the lentils, the arugula, and the dressing, and then it will be done. So I'm going to go check on the lentils right now. So the lentils are almost done, but not quite yet. So I'm going to get started on the rest of the salad and just tell you a little bit about if you want to swap some things out. So if you want to make it completely no carb, you could do this with like tofu or chicken instead of lentils. Personally, I actually love having a little bit of carbs because if I go on a totally low carb diet, it just doesn't work for me. My metabolism is too fast and I do too much activity. But some people are fat adapted and they love that. Now, if you're not an arugula person, if it's too spicy for you, you can use baby spinach or chopped kale. So I'm going to go ahead and add the arugula and a little bit of salt. I'm one of those weird people that always has my salt in a dish. And I might put some garlic in it, but I haven't decided. Have my extra virgin olive oil. Oops. And some red wine vinegar. And actually, I think the lentils are going to be done. So we're going to mix it all together, and I'm going to show you what it looks like for the final dish. Okay, the lentils are done, and I cooled them a little bit. I prefer my lentils more al dente. I think actually it's got slightly more done than I want, but the nice thing about lentils is they're pretty bulletproof. Now, you'll see 1 cup of lentils dry. Look how much lentils this made. So, oh, they're still a little hot. I'm going to stir them. Now, I broke down and decided to chop some garlic. I feel like it does help this recipe out. So if you want to put garlic, you can. You don't have to. But this is pretty much it. Now we're just going to stir it all together. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. So again, the ingredients are just the lentils, arugula, feta, tomatoes, cucumber, and mint. And that is all. So I'm going to taste it. I'm going to, as Bethany Frankel says, I'm going to do the Lord's work and taste it. See if it needs more salt. It really doesn't need a lot of salt because of the feta. I'm going to put a little more red wine vinegar. You can see I'm still in my loungewear, my slippers. That's how easy this recipe is. Yep, that's it. So this is what I talk about when I'm talking about the puzzle method, just building meals that naturally check all the boxes without micromanaging every bite. It helps with cravings, helps with time management. So here it is. Here's the finished plate. The mint, I think, really helps. Like, it's really good. It's got nice texture. It's got nice flavors. It looks appealing. This is the kind of recipe that will get you your weight loss that you're looking for. It's going to help you cut down the cravings and also just manage those DoorDash urges. Really good. If there's any other recipes that you're interested in, I would love to know. Until the next video, stay clean. See you soon. Now, I know I made this recipe look really easy, but at the same time, I also understand how overwhelming and confusing it can be when you want to lose weight in midlife and you don't know where to start. And one recipe is not going to fix everything. So I have some resources for you. I have a totally free grocery glow up reset guide, and that is basically a guide of what to stock your kitchen with so you can create a top tier puzzle method that works for you and your lifestyle. I also have a complete no deprivation guide to weight loss. And what it does is it introduces you to macro tracking, to the puzzle method, and then leads you into intuitive eating so you can learn how to eat for yourself without tracking, without counting, and without stressing. If you just want to hop on a call, I do keep a few spots available for a call each week. And that's if you really want to get the foundation set and you really want to know where to start and you need some advice. I am here to support you. And I don't know how long I will be able to do these free calls for. So if it sounds like it's something that you might want to do, I would definitely schedule one while it's still available. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and until the next one, see you soon.